Hello there and welcome to another very random game for my random game playlist. And this one is, how do you pronounce this? Sisyphus Reborn? It's apparently a pretty short game, and it's kind of like, I'm not sure how to explain it other than like stick figures and drawings. Anyways, for some reason I felt an urge to play it and see what it was. So here we are. Now the game only comes in like instead of a 1920 by 1080 kind of resolution like widescreen, it only comes in like a 1900 by 1200. So I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out looking. Anyways, I'm babbling. Let's just see what the hell this is. Nothing existed, then everything existed. I can never know how it really began. I found myself in a cave. Eventually I began to sense a faint light at the far end of the cave. This alone gave me reason to go forward, the unshackled hope of escape, of freedom. Oh boy. Am I playing? Oh. Okay, left click, move, interact, right click, examine. Left click to move? Okay. Oh boy. Stalagmite. I can't fit through the gap, and somehow the cave is so narrow that I can't move sideways at all. Stalagmite. Cave is full of stalagmites. This one is almost joined to the stalactite above it. Okay. I can't get through. Why am I floating? Am I a ghost? Yeah. Some form of liquid seems to be dripping from the roof. So how do I get out of the cave? Rocks. A pile of large rocks looks like part of the cave formations must have collapsed a long time ago as the rocks have become smooth and round. These rocks look quite heavy. I don't want to carry one around with me unless I really need to. Should we pick up a rock to break the stalagmite over there? This is absolutely not a game I'd normally play. I'm not sure why it looked intriguing. Looking closer, the stalactite has a small crack in it. I might be able to break it off. So we do need the rocks. Yes, I know. Could you please pick up a rock? This rock should be solid enough to break the cracked stalactite. Alright, select items in the top left to use. Right click to cancel. Okay. And yes, if I didn't mention it, this is a free indie game on Steam if you hadn't asked or figured that out yet. Oh boy. Freedom! There's a faint light glowing up ahead. The cave is closed off on both ends. How on earth did I end up in here? Water. The water is cool and seems to glow slightly in the gloom. I don't feel at all thirsty though, or hungry for that matter. Well, that's not a good sign. A stream of water is flowing through the cave wall into a rock pool. It doesn't seem to overflow, it must drain away underground. Right. Hole. There's a small hole in the cave wall. It looks like the flow of water has gradually worn away at the rock. Right. So too small for me to fit through, it looks like. the only way out, though. Do I need another rock? Perhaps I can break away some of the rock. Should use that piece of stalactite I broke off before to chip away at the rock. Sounds like a solid plan there, Ghost Man. Where did that piece go? Which one was the... Okay, here it is. Come on over here. Stalactite is surprisingly light. I'll take it with me. Okay, then. I'll see if I can break some of this weakened rock. After some time, the pieces of the cave wall fall away and a flood of white light fills the cave. It's so bright that the outside world is barely discernible. Why do I get the feeling we're going the wrong way again? Yeah, we are. I thought we were out there. Okay, never mind. Guess we better go into the light. The outside world, so bright I can't see anything at all. The hole is now large enough to fit through. A vast desert sprawls out beyond the limits of sight. The air is so saturated with heat that the entire landscape appears to be shifting. Achievement unlocked, beginning to see the light. Grass. A small patch of grass that only seems to grow near the cave. Strange looking trees. They're solid and seem almost petrified. I can't tell if they're living or dead. Digger? A hole. There's nothing here except sand. What about the hole? The sand isn't as solid as it looks. Trying to climb it will just pull it down. Okay, I'm more interested in this guy. There's a person here in the desert. They appear to be digging a hole. Right? Who are you? I'm me. It doesn't help me at all. Can you be more specific? I am me. Very well, I see this is going nowhere. Where are we? We're here. Where? We are here. What is this place? This is the place where we dig. Why do you dig? We dig to live. What? Why? What? Out. I'm leaving. You keep on digging your hole there, pal. A hole in the ground that explains the piles of sand. I mean, the piles of sand explain the holes. Okay. It's another person. Another person digging a hole. What's going on? No. And no. Oh, no. I didn't want to end. I wanted to talk to this guy. Yeah. I thought I exited there. A large pile of rocks. They look like they've been placed there intentionally. Hey. Where am I? You are here. Where's here? Here's where you are. Oh boy. What are you doing? Weird. These people are all gonna say the same thing. Just ask. We dig to make mountains. Why do you make mountains? We make mountains to fill in holes. Okay. But you're just making more holes by making mountains. I'll see if this guy's got anything fresh to say. The other person digging in the sand, it seems to be what everyone is doing here. I don't suppose you can tell me anything about this place. I can tell you about digging. Very well, please tell me about digging. We dig to live. Oh god. Why live? We live to dig. I see. Is there anyone who might know something about besides digging? Digging is all we know. You may try asking the pyramid. A pyramid? You mean that mountain of sand behind you? No, there's a shining pyramid out in the desert. I have asked it questions and always received the same answer. I do not understand the answer, but it makes me feel calm. I suppose I'll seek out this shining pyramid then. How do I find it? Travel through the desert and walk over the hill with the lone tree. Okay. We'll do that. Walking through the desert. This is a strange game. The pyramid should be over the hill in this direction. Okay. A bell. A bell hanging from the tree appears to be made out of the same shiny opaque material as the pyramid. Sure. So this is the pyramid. It appears to be made of dull glass. It's very reflective and almost painfully bright, yet completely opaque. I can't see anything inside it. The surface is quite rough to the touch. I cannot find any markings on it. It sounds like bells are playing inside. Cool. Can I use this pyramid? I thought I was supposed to ask the pyramid something. I don't appear to be able to use the pyramid. Okay, then I guess we should move on. There's nothing but empty desert in this direction as far as I can see. Okay, do I have to activate the bells to get the pyramid to talk to me or something? Listen to the tune. There we go. Pyramid song. Achievement. Movement is heard inside the pyramid and a previously unseen entrance appears. Now that's gonna be stuck in my head all night. Entrance. The inside of the pyramid seems to be quite dim. The walls must be very thick to keep out the harsh sunlight. Hopefully I can get some answers in here. Wouldn't count on it. Hey. Who are you? I imagine you've asked that question to many here and received no useful answer. I'm afraid I can offer no more than they. I am myself and you are yourself. Right? I'm the one that lives in the pyramid, who is conversing with you now. Anything more is meaningless. You seem different from the others. I was here before any of the others. Many of them came to me for questions before you. Why you? I was here before them. Did you create this place? No. How long have you been here? I was here before the others. But how long has it been? I was here before the others. This is all I can know. Why are you here? What is this place? I imagine you have meaningless circular conversations with the others here. I've experienced this over an eternity. I built this place to escape, knowing that only someone with a slightly intelligent mind would be able to play the pattern on the bells. I feel like I have memories of this before this place, but I don't know what they are. Where is this place? How did you arrive here? I've been here for an eternity, my earliest memories being here alone, but let me ask you, how are you able to communicate with me? I don't know, I just can. I know language, I know what a tree is, what a rock is, I have memories of a life, but things here are wrong. I'm in the wrong place, I'm sure of it. What you think are memories may simply be instinct. No one taught either of us language, and yet here we are. Are your memories of this place? No, of something else, but as if a dream of a dream. Is this the afterlife? It's not possible to know, and if it were, would that change anything? No, I suppose not, but I would have expected something more. Something more? I don't know what. Anything. I'm sure I don't belong here. I want to get out. There's no way out. I once considered such an action, but I've been here for an eternity and tried everything. I've traveled forever in every direction. The empty desert stretches out endlessly. The life we have here is the only life possible. But there's nothing here, no reason to exist. We have but one reason to exist. To dig. I don't understand. You dig holes and fill them in again. How is this a reason to exist? We have a choice, to dig or not to dig. We choose to dig. This choice gives us purpose. Really, if those are the only options, it doesn't seem like a choice at all. Do you really feel you had a choice to come here and see me or not? Or that any of the others here have a choice? It's only on the surface, a justification. Whether there are options is not relevant. Everyone here might have a path chosen for them in advance. The only difference is no one is aware of it. Perhaps there can only be ever one sequence of events. I'm gonna have to... Really, you're gonna have me answer this kind of question? I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't believe you. Are you saying wait, I'm not claiming to be a clairvoyant. All I'm saying is that once you had come here, this was the only possible path. It's already ahead of you, even though it's unseen. I do not know my own path either. Only that I accept things as they happen, as the only thing that could have happened. But you said the only possibility here is to dig. What about this place, those bells you made? This is more than just digging. You must understand, I've been here for an eternity. I've built whole cities and watched them decay. Everything returns to sand eventually, and yet we remain. Surely you can build again? Given enough time, everything decays except for ourselves. Any action repeated through enough times eventually becomes pointless. We appear to have no end to our time, so all actions become meaningless. Those bells were not left as an example of what might be created. They're a reminder and a warning to avoid the burden of inevitable disappointment. There is no end to any of it. Nothing retains any meaning. Great actions ultimately end with failure every single time. The only success possible here comes from menial tasks. This is the only path to happiness, to live at all. The only way to avoid non-existence is to dig. And what of non-existence? I'll take you there, I'll show you. These are the ones that have chosen nothing. What happened to them? They come here and wait. After a while, they find it difficult to move. Later, they're unable to move at all. Eventually, they cannot communicate, and I believe they are no longer aware of anything at all. Such is the fate of those that choose nothing. I would not wish this on anyone. I suggest that you choose to dig. Why do they all group together like that? I don't know, I've seen it happen with many. They simply give up the will to continue living and come join a group like this to cease to be. Perhaps they feel a stronger purpose treading a path that is laid before them by others. Perhaps this non-existence feels like it has meaning when they've chosen with many others. There are many groups like this scattered throughout the desert. How does it happen? How do they choose nothing? It's not much of a choice as a lack of action. Refrain from any action long enough and you'll end up like them. So I either dig for eternity or face practical non-existence for eternity. I can't say I'm overjoyed with either option. What is out there in the desert? There's nothing more. Travel too far and the heat becomes so intense you cannot see. If you go too far, you may never come back. I will leave you now to consider and make your choice. I hope that you will choose to dig. If you do, come back and see me again. If not, so I guess we better make a choice. Do we sit with these people in this gaggle here? No, we don't do anything. Did I actually make a choice? Or was that supposed to leave me hanging there? Definitely an interesting message. Kind of depressing, but, interesting narrative. Wait. Not the end. I guess we go back. It's not over. You're back. I presume this means you've chosen to dig. Is that really all there is to do here? It's the only choice we have. We either dig or we end up like those brain-dead souls you just saw. Is there no way to escape from this place? Is everyone here really satisfied with this existence? There have been others like you. Many came to me hoping for answers. I could not help any of them. Some of them wandered off into the desert and were not seen since. Others chose nothing. Where do they go? Does this desert ever end? No, I have traveled in all directions for an eternity and found nothing. Eventually I returned to where I'd started and remained, as this was the only place I felt I belonged. A place you belonged. Is there a way to escape through the sand? How far down have you dug? I've dug as far as it is possible to dig. The bedrock below the sand is stronger than the rocks we use for our tools. To try and break it is futile. There is nowhere to go. And now I gotta make my choice, huh? Well, guess we dig. Well then, assuming I want to dig, how do I even do this? I didn't wake up here holding a shovel. Everyone here has made their own. Excuse me, there are a few instinctual pieces of knowledge that even the least intelligent people here possess. How to create a shovel, how to dig a hole, and how to fill it in again. So you're saying that if I don't know how to make a shovel, I'm the least intelligent being here? That's not what I mean, but it certainly makes you an anomaly here, more so than myself. I do not doubt your intelligence, but I question your sanity. Well, if digging holes and filling them in again for all eternity is considered sane here, I think I'll happily call myself a madman. Very well. So, yes, How do I make a shovel? Ah, you have chosen to dig. Not yet, I just want to keep my options open and have as many choices as possible. Which is 2, apparently. A shovel is very simple to make. Simply take a branch from any tree, a flat rock, and tie them together with grass. Of course, trees, rocks, and grass seem to be the only objects in this desert. Will you dig? That word doesn't even seem real anymore. Yes, I'll dig. I'll dig my way right out of this place. I would not recommend that. Others have tried, they get so far down and eventually give up, becoming frozen far down in the bedrock. There's really nothing down there. I'm going to try anyway. There must be a way out of here. Though I admire your spirit, I am also saddened by it. I've been here forever and have tried everything. I'm speaking honestly when I say your only chance for happiness is to dig. That may be true, but at least I need to know that's for myself. I have to try. Very well, I wish you luck. If we never meet again, I hope that you manage to find peace in this world. Farewell. Alright. So, this is one of the most bizarre games I've ever played. Tree's a bit too small. Well. I'll snap a piece of branch off. Okay, now we better go get grass and a rock. And begin our existence of digging forever. These must be the rocks collected by the diggers to make shovels. I'll take one with me. And let's get some grass. Yes, you do that. This grass seems almost petrified too, as if there is no life in this place at all. I think you're beginning to get it. Now I have everything, I just need to make the shovel. I'll just combine these together. Now, I suppose I dig. Okay, where should our digging spot be, huh? Guess we can dig by this fellow? Digging in this hole is going to get me nowhere. Okay. So, which hole do I go dig in? Wait a minute. Just curious here. Let's go back to the cave. Yeah, I know. Back in the cave. Perhaps the water has weakened the rock. I might as well try to dig here. The cave floor weakened by the water breaks away with little effort. Progress is slow but aided by the continual flow of water. I had made a choice that felt real to me. Whether my hand was forced or guided by a higher power, whether there were other choices possible or not, none of this mattered anymore. I had ventured on a path that was now mine. It was bound to me and I to it. The path was my own and nothing could change that. I would follow it to the end and know that I had lived. Guess that's it. Definitely one of the stranger adventures I've ever had. Okay, well, that was definitely one of the weirder games I've ever played. But then again, I don't usually go after games that are things I wouldn't usually try. Interesting little adventure. Guess that'll do it, so I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.